welcome to our new program, Lunes, Bohemio, in the radio studio radio Buenas. And if you don't know it, it's okay because we have just started. And our first group is Czech rock folk, let's say, yeah?
We can say that.
Yeah, okay.
We can say indie or whatever.
It depends. Yes, how to
it's
describe
not jazz,
yourself.
Definitely.
Let's see, maybe I will feel it, but yes.
You can.
So the project is called like Jump into the Field, which what I understood is one of the surname of the vocal leader here, Petr Skoč do pole, because we have those kind of surnames, like jump into the field, that to understand it in like international people, which is really funny even for us, I guess. Still.
You can make some examples like don't eat bread.
Yeah, exactly. So one of this example is today here playing with the band. And guys, like, how long you are knowing each other, and have you like started with the music, or you were friends from the teenage time, or?
Teenage not, it's too long ago, but
can be.
Yeah, we became friends before we became band members, and we know each other. We've been knowing each other for like 10 years, I guess, and we occasionally met around music. Boys played in the band I liked, Legendary Buccaneers. It's band never exists. It doesn't exist anymore. it really existed. And I played with a beautiful and great singer and piano player, Bratrychova. Andra has been playing with her as well since then, and so we know each other from the musical circus. And we probably for the first time played together at the Banat festival in Romania.
Wow.
Where we all go every year. It's perfect festival where musicians live together with viewers and audition, and there is plenty of jams, and on such a one jam session we just play together, and we understood that it could work together. But I started as myself as a song writer, and then it developed to be a band.
So actually it seems that you all had like your own bands, but then you realize, oh, maybe I want to do something else, and you like create these projects because maybe after some time you realize you want to do this kind of genre of music. Can I understand it like this?
You understand it very well.
Yeah.
I played with my kind of family band when my cousins invited me to play with them. We played for 20 years, and I was only side guitar player. I liked it very much. I liked the band. I liked my family, but I always had a kind of ambition to play my own songs. So I wrote a lot of songs just for myself, and after playing with the band, you get tired when you don't get famous. Maybe you get tired even though you get famous, but we didn't get famous anyway. We did become famous, and we stopped playing, and I just realized that I want to continue, and this time with my own songs.
So I would say it's never too late to start a new band, let's say.
That's it, exactly. When I was 40, I started.
It's great. I mean, it's nice to say to people, because maybe somebody is thinking about. Some people think that you have to study music to be a musician or something, and maybe it's just enough to be young father and have a little bit of time, and
you always have to have a little bit of time. And good friends, of course. So I started as I thought that it would be the best for me to play only by myself and alone. But then I realized that probably the magic of music is in sharing, and then you realize that it's much better to play together. And of course, I very appreciate that guys like it, and it's for me the first audition. Like when I see that they take it, then I a little bit more believe that somebody else will take it. So it's helpful in many ways, and I'm happy that I have guys by my side.
But I think it's also very helpful for Peter himself, because we have been knowing him when he was playing by himself, and when we started joining him for some jam sessions, or actually for some playing together with only actually trying to replicate or support the stuff which we know from the wonderful vinyl album that he has there.
Yeah, we can see.
When we started playing, like trying to play what we hear there, and we started experimenting, it developed in more and more inspirational things together, which is great about music, that you would not make it yourself, but actually together it appears. And I think this is something which really very much helped Peter.
Definitely.
To also, we could observe, we also discuss time to time how he also became or started shaping his songs in a way to be more actually colorful, and to be more to get even more life.
That's it. I play more, I sing more, than I was alone. It was probably it was from the beginning designed for band rather than for me myself.
And it took some time to Peter, to start saying in the shows. We thank you. He always was saying I thank you. He was I thank you, and now he starts saying we thank you, and I think it's very good development for Peter.
I just wanted to get rid of all these annoying things around band, which is a lot of stuff, a lot of heavy instruments, a lot of communication. And now that's it. But I'm talking about the reason why I started playing myself, like only guitar, small amplifier.
To be
this
easy.
was my dream.
Get it?
At the beginning, but
to
then,
be easy in tramvia, for example.
Exactly. Just take it, tram, and then play wherever you can. It's cheap, it's fast and whatever. But then, of course, I realized that it's only one advantage. I just want to share music, and with musicians, it's always better. And I will never.
Yeah. Probably it can be always better now with more musicians if it's on the same vibe. Let's say, right? It's like. It is. Can be better and better always. But
I'm not Bob Dylan.
When to stop? It's the question,
Okay.
Then it's like an orchestra, actually.
Exactly.
Well, when it would stop, when it would stop,
good.
Which is perfect.
We don't have a bass player, by the way. We can have a bass, but we don't need it actually, because Peter plays a lot of bass riffs, and so it's maybe. Okay, we can have a symphonic orchestra.
We also have the clarinet bajo.
Yes, nice. You understand.
How is it?
We talk about
bajo.
Clarinet bajo. Yes.
Bajo.
It's true. I saw it for the first time. Andre. This is Andre. Andre is the battery guy, and also not just that, but I hope you will also use your clarinet.
Yes.
Which I understood. It's not that. How to say, common in Czech Republic or maybe in the world, I don't know.
There are not many of this instrument.
And probably Andre is among the very few that combine drums and this clarinet together. All together. So maybe he's unique. Maybe we are only one.
Oh my God, I cannot wait for it then. Yeah. And tell me also about the clarinet, bass clarinet. Why people don't use it much, or what is the reason that it's like unique?
Well, first of all, it's should use this mic, right? Is it best thing to do, or should I speak out there? Yeah. So it works, the way that actually when you start playing clarinet when you're a small kid and play clarinet, you typically don't start playing bass clarinet. So you play clarinet only. Out of those who play clarinet, many of these start playing saxophone, and only few encounter bass clarinet, because actually you don't even find that it exists. There are not many. I just happened to be in the school where they had one, and they wanted me to play in a quartet. We played Beatles in quartet arrangement for 3 clarinets and bass clarinet, and that was just, I fell in love with it. But that was a great chance actually that I encountered bass clarinet. It's really not many, and it's really expensive instrument. So
I get it. So actually you have the bass player.
Actually, we have a bass
I
player.
mean, yeah, we can
And actually,
call him like a bass player.
as I don't play clarinet that well, I decided to buy expensive instruments so that there is less competition, in this field. So actually now
Nice.
I can say I am one of the best bass clarinets in the Czech Republic because there are so many.
Wow, just
We
the
should
only,
do money.
just the only, yeah. And also about the folk, the part of the folk of the music band. For me, because I come from Pilsen, and for me always like a folkloric things come from Moravia. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm curious if it's something that you come from or why you chose like for this genre. Like, is it because time flies, you're getting age, or I don't know. I don't know. It's
It can be like this, but definitely there is a big difference between folklore and folk. And in my
And you are?
understanding, folk is more like Bob Dylan stuff or Leonard Cohen.
exactly
Rather
this
than
is, yeah.
rather than Kroměřížanka or Moravanka playing in local dresses, etc., etc. So I grew up listening country music. I mean American country music. Then I switched to rock and roll and rock and all the stuff we all listened in '90s. And I like jazz. My father is a jazz musician, but all the time when I was really thinking about enjoying music or in states of mind that I was a little bit nostalgic or lyric, I listened to the folk musicians, and that's probably I myself played funky music, with my band. Completely different, and but folk music, it has something inside that touches me pretty much.
So I mean, because for example, maybe we have some audience that they don't know like a folkloric Czech music.
Yeah.
So maybe they can find it. It's like a connection between folk and folkloric. Let's say. Would you
are
say
very right.
there is some connection between like our folkloric music and between folk, as you said, like Bob Dylan or?
There are some combinations. We have great folk singers, folk songwriters, and some of them are really from Moravia, and then they are definitely influenced by folklore music. Nohavica,
Yes.
Redl, these guys.
Yeah, exactly.
They definitely are very much influenced, but they also like music like that we were talking about, Dylan and Neil Young and these musicians. So kind of combination. But myself, I don't like Czech folklore music.
Okay.
so I don't listen to it. I really like American music and or let's say British music. I love maybe I love even some British songwriters more than Americans, but the songwriters that are pretty much influenced by American songwriters. Let's say Nick Drake.
Yes,
unfortunately died very young, but he was amazing in combining some British typical easygoing style and American folk. So I'm
great for explanation. Maybe now I'm just curious what you're going to play now. So
you will hear, you'll see.
Yeah. Do you sing in Czech or English or?
We sing in Czech. Our songs are in Czech. We have some covers we play. Some of us hate them. Some of us love them. But we play them only for parties and, and as a bonuses at our gigs. But yeah, we sing Czech.
Okay, so let's start, please.